league we move de pa. Move de exciting. And now face competitive because of Sikana Abemuno. Rich league bia. Se league no move de. Na league no competition beboma. Sika e league dim enechre. The reason why the North Africans league ni mu ehye sika e mu league ni mu. Enti se uhwe sika e Ghana Premier League ni mu aye bebo ni this season na unprecedented. E bi see that. Enti it is assumed say once there is money pump into it as investment, you know. Ebema obia ho awokeka odi bebo league no ebe kosro. Na rich on the investment in the league, you know, any impact, you know. So, also the merit award league now. So, league aye babe boy position bia ubedi from 1 to 15 bia and a bet sika ubenya no. Rich, you don't need any other person from outside to tell you say if that is the arrangement, then you must be serious about league now babe bono. That is the first thing. Now, Rich, link with Sikano. The clubs say they are getting the money from the TV rights deal. That is the reason why I say watch out. Say Oko Premier League anymore. Because they are getting almost £6 billion from TV rights deal. No, and to Rich, look at clubs Ewo Premier League in any relationship, any behavior when it comes to TV coverage. Because then you are telling omo this Sikana Base League na unye bina aye monumental and say you don't care about where they are getting their money from. And for sustainability of this money to grow and attract other and conform with do so many musika Base muno. How you treat omo maba for no. Intisa the production atomsika but no mo dia ba. Na omo de ama clubs na sika ba league nim ama league na competitive mu ayeda clubs individually musuba ya mo beda na didi achi the safo no as they go around with omo production any one kasa mu general attitude no to hooliganism safety protocols na mu diso enti every venue bia friendly to omo ba ho any omo ba be omo production. Instance be over the mom be amadi so more conducting mu ye say we are in a professional era. Rich obi tie say say your club see as at the safo iko yi omo suban crack say and e meso mu ajatonde bia and am we investment bia men fan ko she Ghana Premier League nim.
So say clubs ni be tie dia.
Rich they don't have any choice than to
Ayala asema okay. Me say Obia or the league next year. There be a mechanism and clubs. Oma ne pam the corporate world of free league.
Of course, but you
see, we didn't see at the Southway. We was a bedroom. We say, "I mean, can match," and I say, "It will say next year, no." And I'm going for the best at Nisika.
You see,
into clubs, we need 3 points.
Yes, into Rich. I want to have a positive attitude towards it.
Okay.
Me say me positive. Say, yeah, clubs no. Will appreciate what they need to do and omobeye. Me, I don't want to stand at a negative point say we are daddy. In changing all of us our mindsets, now you be attracted to the product. Rich, we must have a positive stance first. Say I don't know, you share lessons and you be yamana efe. Until I want to be free, but say they should be very, very careful. So Washa. Who the fixtures need to do? Already, there's one game, Rich, Omubo at a venue, any Omu venue for last season, Young Apostles.
Yes.
So it means say, clubs not here say, look, say baby I will born, and you fit, say be hosting games you have to move, and already Young Apostles are moving. Meaning say whether omo here more when chi omo here they will go back and say bibi tina omo start to domane dia marriage baby edri the FA as a regulator must be able to club say masa see you betimi ne camera na to so am na yefe na at the software equipment o media banorage I'm telling you who you'll be shocked see omo betimi ma quality production say no be so de man yen dia then enoma bi omo ka chere say yenye ewe a match venue so say be omo ba they will get omo camera positions omenya baby do omo wires afa any sign no no nyina no look we need to start getting to the level a standard level with our Premier League it be say clubs no dudu na ejino mo so dudu na ejino mo so na rich officiating eno mi wo say FA president aposti on the social say why a virtual meeting with the referees any assistant referees any match commissioners our mobile di league way and one can show me say look and no my year baba ye o league ni mu no e fa kese so gino mo so any omo performance they should try no munya professional omo ni game no with confidence but rich officiating here I no cre referees no also mu dan suban paid no mu dan professionalism edi but o kan sana you are being too narrow you no man kitin one club officials no omunyan whiny no they should stop calling the referees ahead of their games
the referees are invite
rich
rich
they shouldn't even tempt them with the calls.
And it's also reference. I also what boy was over boy.
Rich.
Am I a league? No, the son of me I did now become one. Catch the clouds is a young you do that.
Umfa or ever froyere.
Yes, a catcher is a man.
You ever send him monama into so I read of flower befa. Into a for no so ready room for the Adenaba unti.
Yes, my dear.
Oh, con the obey because I'm crying school fees in the next week.
So,
Media Quakutia. Enti year two referees for some professional. Omo attempt omo eye so you two omo for club officials no omo die the rich third one say referee betimi nya akokodre the game na eya na stadium or atmosphere ni security ehu hia wo because majority of the decisions rich otune no o say masa menya mi tie ni mu de ma menya ni say ya na game na nko say na memfa me hundi enti if stadium so security no I assuring to these match officials then at least we can say ye didn't come out for proper officiating. Rich, unum say in the last 4 seasons in here has win home game in the first win first league game league in da. Last 4 seasons so the best of my year was a draw against Lagos City. Can you imagine?
Well, last year I cried lose here.
And in the last 4 seasons match they won for Hearts of Folk, whether home or away, their best a draw against Lagos City. Rich.
Last year, I'm Basaka the ball.
Yes,
first game.
Yes. And you go back to the last 4 seasons, the best they have done a draw against Lagos City. Rich, I didn't catch you. I catch you says away a Hearts of Folk near. And what's a woman when you bring match way? So often say a newly promoted say offer Basaka na. Then it means that you've not learned any lessons. Now look, Rich, Hearts of Folk as a club, or more expectations from this season because of the Homo World Cup. I think they won another one. Is it a Democracy Cup? No, winning. And they has a performance in the top 4. And all of a sudden expectations for Hearts of Maya the only in a costro. Look, I have monitored not only from but your various colleagues from other networks. Omo top 4 no, Rich. Sa okay ko be out of 4 bubomu has and leady and go for be say has major league this season. Rich. So has major league dia then it starts from a name against Holy Stars. Now unim ade ya na a tricky woman. Eya na your concentration bebre our big teams no. Into the smaller teams in here no. Eya na ye may ni enko ho. Me ho for no 2 players wom. Ah o me boys. The goalkeeper Emisa and a cookie ewa atonsu. And the name you nyina be from na omabo. And say me materials na wo has no. Not because you don't know Courtois, because you don't know cookie. Often so a omnimbo and a bar. Rich a honor na a surprise no. And then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Numonyam Cassia Babe Tire League no opening nechi na the Big Nation President Stoneboy so and in a performance acclimacy the atmosphere na yako. This is our own. Yes, your league ni mama ye na yemfa good attitude, good vibes, positivity, entire league nechi na yempomo league nima enyafa oya kotokonu ya hasini oye any club ni awutie ya also chafa also make league ni man exciting rich now so about homework now so
Didi Dramani ahead of Ombone Hoho United and you may 7 p.m. at the Accra Stadium.
Try to compete, advance in all the competitions across the structure of our football in Ghana. And so going in the early season against Hohoe United tells that we need to package ourselves strongly and stay consistent and more sustainable in terms of all the competitions of the year. Bonding is one thing that we really cherish. We try to do so many aspects that will help us to try to find the bonding. Now it's difficult for you to know who is a new player and who is an older player. All that we have is we have House of Folk staff base. They have always been, and it's a very organized side. It's a side that has really put in a lot in the Division 1. They come with some formidability. They come with some fairness in terms of some new recruits, good players who have played in the Premiership, and they have.
Okay, and Didi Dramani ahead of Omone Hoho United and you may another sound coming at the Atuja say has enya players be about can the old players no ho into bonding there and who here no pa senabea cohesion bibia telepathy everything akoso or go pamano so na house so no etimi afa omontuma pa efra o say yes Hoho United omu free division 1 and everybody in league in be bat I don't just a House of Folk echo go mo omo de ni brepa and na echi omo anwumrei because a league ni be koya I start anwumrei enti on the mountain no omo aboabo mu ye kofi minti o na
Rich
what expectations ne has game ne kakra bi na
This is the very first time I who said yeah baba start the season na my colleague journalists on Friday at the yeah baba start the season and the weekend before no ebi ma twom STC ticket ebi ma tom VIP ticket adaya enye ne mother station na esuma no so nkoye adwuma but there are also other production houses in the league who are willing to pay enye aggressively good money but for a start good enough to start something and I think it's very interesting because meaning colleagues be especially in the northern sector yenya we show na there'll be some of them who go to Brekum, go to Doma, go to all the centers able league, especially in the northern sector from here. And that tells you that there has been some good stuff across your league. In terms of what the clubs have to do in the year, I said that so I won't dwell too much on it. I like the optics. I can't several times I didn't study marketing in school, but my first job outside of school before radio was in marketing. And then I've grown to love what marketing is. And now me didn't say we had the tone there and can answer now ton keke. But at the tone you're saying your mad
packaging.
Yeah, and
very, very important.
Almost every club is beginning to do better in the packaging and marketing of your league, And Omanka Somo brand, we spoke about Kotoko. And now Hearts of Folk, your official unveiling, they can do better. Hearts of Folk for one. It's a club I think say they can do way better. Do Kotoko level of branding. They don't reach that side. Just in effort. But how to present it? Because a raw pictures the mutual number 2 on them. A different thing. One she never is no, but yes, sir.
Maybe a video number later.
When the league is starting tonight, it's about all of those things. How United, some waterfalls, some maybe all of these things. Yes, it doesn't win you the cup. But it can generate revenue. And for you to be sustainable, to be able to play to win the cup, revenue infusion. It's very important to do that. Rich, for me, I think that we are starting the league on a good note. I say the team I think will win the league is Hearts of Folk. And me who say go for about me replies business. Is it just because as of for preseason form, Debbie? My reason was simple. The man in the dugout for me makes a lot of changes. Only like the personality as a person, and in the know-how as a coach adds more to them. Exactly. Say about just players. Kotoko has better players than a class of folk. You player for player, left back, right back, center back. House of folk a big problem at DM. Miami Nipa David Opanfani, onye number 6. He is not, and yes, onye number 6, but yes, Sergio Busquets mo deep line playmaking. He is not the kind of player that really born now. And in the Ghanaian game, it's about more physicality need dual winning. Internally affected as Kakra, if they play him as a 6. One of the things I'm looking at is I want to see how Didi Dramani wants to solve that problem. The problem of managing the midfield of Accra as a folk. Are they player from nations? Yes, it's giving them some bites, but is it enough to go the long haul and then you may I think it's going to be very, very exciting. Now, I'm certain say we will get a league. They'll give us things to talk about. And you'll be going to make us a Ghana Premier League once. You wake up and you want to talk about the Ghana Premier League because there are things to talk about. Interesting, and we need a lot of angles to pitch for. Rich, Yeribesia, and for me, I'll wait for tonight.
The football now and the Bema clubs. Munsusunye too obsessed with the 3 points. Munya because any bit me amu league, but mamu mfa kwambone so. Oh, now at least for once they say sika de mamu ni na no. E you be na di sika be shebe o. Sabi mama mfa so dia amma sika na odi aba be she na. If you could over chino, and yes, some and yema will fa untwe match where you say and a munyai for once, yes, some munyai supporters. Yes, some. For once, you just a product in the idea. You protect no.
Don't give us the media negative message about the league.
That's it.
But even individuals so almost much to trust country say I feel yes I didn't
prize money no. What about also 200,000?
Yes.
200,000.
Yes, go be the Abeshamo. Someone more by the
and 3 points of Quambia as you say, General. The Pamacho Montesona in league, no. Emu and your day. Young French na Yamrasi.
Bema wo Johnson ni mupai. E become a yaw any